Yes, start you with your own definition. Anyone can start.
Okay, sir, I will start.
Yes.
Sir, I will note down some points. Should I? Okay. Sir, HRM is the professional department in the organization. HRM refers to the management of all decisions with an organization that are related to people. HRM enhances the performance of employee to achieve the organization objectives. HRM ensures the seamless and effective application of policies and process in the business. HRM is there to keep the balance between employee needs and satisfaction and profitability and capability to reach its goal.
Very good. Very good. You have mentioned most of the important aspects. Excellent, Vaishak.
Thank you.
Another question I asked you is, what are the things HR has to keep in mind?
Good evening, sir. Can I say?
Yes, yes.
As a human HR, HR manager should keep in mind about many things about employees like salary, medical benefits, leave facilities, time management, useful trainings, compensation benefits, providing the canteen facilities, restroom, counseling if required, employee engagement activities.
Very good, very good, Raghu.
Thank you, sir.
Next. Athar, Mahi, Anurag, Amol, Mahesh, Chandramani, Chakravarti. Come on, speak out, speak out. According to you, what is HRM? Give your own definition.
Sir, I'm Mahendra, sir.
Yes.
Sir, actually, I would like to define, first, go in an orderly manner, like, HR, what is HR, and the points which has to be remembered by HR.
Okay then, proceed.
Yeah. Sir, mainly, like, there are various definitions or Google definitions or whatever it may be, but I will present in my own manner, actually. Sir,
yes, that's what I asked.
Sorry?
That's what I asked.
Yeah, exactly, sir, exactly. Hello?
Yes, proceed.
Sir, is it audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah. Sir, actually, a HR means, like, first of all, understand the human, understands the, employee needs, and needs means, like, whatever it may be, like the, coming from the basic level, like, the salary thing, all the needs, sir, all the needs, trainings, all, and then, managing with the, act bridge between the, employees, and speak with the, the employee, the employer requirement, and in the simple, like, act between the bridge between the two, and organized in an orderly and self-satisfactory manner for the employees and for employee, both of them. So,
okay.
The points which the HR has to be taken care, like, as there is many points, sir. I would like to state a few points, like, sir. there is a concept called cultural relativism in anthropology.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which says like, which says like, one has to be treated in, in his own way. Like, in his way. There is no, higher or lower kind of thing. So
Yes.
one has, yeah. So one has to be treated in their own way. So like we has to be, we has to be get them like, this work or this this organization is ours. So we feeling, we has to create a we feeling, sir. That's what I mean say.
Mhm.
I mean to say.
Excellent.
And also the another point is like emic perspective, sir. Emic perspective means like thinking from their perspective.
Mm.
So then we can understand the problem in a better manner.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, as there is many points, all the guys saying, actually I did not yesterday, attended yesterday's class, sir. I just came today. So I think all, many points have mentioned by many of us, our friends actually. So that's what I has to mention. That's it.
Excellent and good. What you have mentioned, we, the term used is
Yeah,
called
yeah.
we, W-E, we. It's
Yes,
an
sir.
excellent point, and orderly manner is another excellent point you have mentioned.
Yeah, because like if we create an environment like, the we, then
Mm-hmm.
there is no pressure kind of thing from the workers' point of view, and from the there is no pressure or kind of thing, like we can the work enjoyably and friendly manner.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay then. Next one. Vaishak, Raghu, and Mahendra has explained or expressed their views. So what about others? Shubham, AJ, Anurag.
Sir, in my own way, human resource management is the main pillar of organizations. It's providing extensive manpower to the organization development and growth, like roots provide energy and support to a trees. Where is no human resource management system, that place we cannot see the process of development and growth. In my own definition, all development sectors are depending on human resource development and management system.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's right or wrong.
It's right only. Yeah. Opinions differ. There's
Sir.
nothing wrong or right. So opinions
Okay,
differ,
sir.
and we have to manage in certain manners.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. Mahesh, Chandramani.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Sir,
Yes, continue.
yes, sir. Human resource management is the main pillar of understanding employer and employee. Employer, employing, like we have mentioned it is a bridge. So we have to understand the employer-employee point of view, and it should be implemented in a organized by proper planning and proper execution.
Yes. Next one. Mahesh, Anurag.
Hello, good evening, sir. This is Udaharan.
Yes. Sir.
HR is a pillar between employees and employment and employees, but HR have some responsibilities like uh, for an employee do everything like leave and the salary part and execute.
Okay.
Thank you.
Next one. Okay, then let us start our class of today and we'll get back to this session again. Okay. So we discussed the definitions yesterday, and now we're going to cover the evolution part of the HR. So how HR is evolved? I think there is no interpretation today. I can go a little bit faster. Am I? Can I?
Yes, sir.
So the concept of HRM is evolved as these are the things which we have to discuss now. So the first thing is the commodity concept. Because utilization of human resources have been in evidence. That means we have been seen since ancient times. So from the last many years, not from 1 or 2 years, it's from thousands of years, we have seen utilizing of the resources. But it is a crystallization of a variety of historical and contemporary influences. That means there are many things which are evolved and integrated, and there are many things which has the influence on them. That means if you go back to the back dates very long back, the kings ruled in a different manner. So monarchy ruled in a different manner. Democracy rules in a different manner. So there are different aspects, but all of them use the human resources. So from that, we are seeing these concepts which are evolved. The first thing is the commodity concept. The second factor is the factor of production concept. Third is the goodwill concept. And the fourth one is the paternalistic concept. The fifth one is the humanitarian concept. It's not stopped yet. It's going on. There are many concepts which are evolving right now. So human development and complete welfare, those are another things. Okay. So now let us come to the first concept called the commodity concept. What is the need by listening to these things or by learning these concepts? Why should we learn how HRM is evolved so far? What is the point in learning all these things? Is it necessary, or is there any use of it to learn?
Yes, sir.
So what's the use?
So those experience which we can implement in nowadays also in now situation also how to tackle those situations. Like we have some history of like certain thing, how to handle conflicts, how to handle certain things. So it will give us certain idea about it. So to get further.
Yes, absolutely. So when we know the history of the concepts and the history of the mistakes we have done, there are many mistakes we generally commit. Those mistakes, if you know, the next time we can correct them. So because of that reason, we have to go back and we have to check, right? So just look at here the commodity concept, which is saying that labor was regarded as a commodity. One commodity, they treated the labor or the employee or the workforce or the people, they treated as a commodity to be bought and sold. The sad thing here is they used to bought the people, they used to sold the people. Even they don't mind the wages. Wages are based on the demand and supply only. If they need, they pay. If they don't need, they throw. That's what they had happened. Because of that reason, it's called as the commodity concept. They completely treated the human people as commodity. Even the government is nothing did for them. So just what do you say about this concept? If this continues, how do you feel? Or if you were an employee of it, how do you feel? Just give your opinions about it.
Sir, it will be very disheartening to people are using and throwing, like use and throw kind of thing.
Hello, sir. This side Anurag. Actually, I'm not getting your proper voice due to some network issue, I think. Sir, can I rejoin again?
Yes, of course. It doesn't matter. You can. Yes, yes. Give your own opinions about the commodity. If you are an employee, as you were treated as a commodity, how do you feel? Is it right?
Not right, sir.
So the next concept is called the factor of production concept. That means labor is like any other factor of production, like money, material, land, and machine or tools. They treated men as materials. They treated men as machines. They treated men as money. So, is it how far is it right to consider the people who have the values, the people who have the mind, the people who are creative thinkers, the people who have psychological aspects? So, if they're treated as a machines, how do they feel? Give your own opinion. Whatever you say, just one or two sentences, just say them.
Sir, people are not considered as machines, sir.
Pardon?
Sir, if the organization thinks that the employee is a machine, then it will affect, because a man can doesn't work 24 hours a day, so it might be difficult for him. So considered as machine is not good.
Yes, sir. Considering of man like a machine, sir, it is not good for anyone. The men don't like it to be considered themselves as a machine, sir.
This side Anurag. If we consider a man as a mercenary, it's not possible, because not possible for any man or any people to work 24 hours in a similar way, because we need rest and all the things. It's not good for any organization.
Yes, absolutely. Another concept is called the goodwill concept. The goodwill concept means the welfare measures like safety, first aid, lunchroom, restroom will have a positive impact on the productivity. So this is the statement which was given. Do you feel that they improve the productivity? So providing lunch, providing restrooms,
Yes,
so will
sir.
they
Yes,
have the positive
yes,
impact and will they increase the
Yes,
productivity? Do you feel it?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir. It
yes,
will
yes,
increase the productivity, sir.
Hmm.
yes, because they have like a familiar, not a feeling like an employee. So treated as a family member.
Mhm.
Sir, if the employee is satisfied, then it will be a good positive environment in company and organization.
Sir, if the employee is getting like safety measures are taken in the like in factories or any production companies, so it feels helpful. And also, if the restroom is also providing, so people who are working there, they will feel next time energized to work more harder and more passionately. They will work. So that will lead to improve the productivity.
Yes. So here, what we have to consider is the welfare of an employee is one of the key for any organization to improve the productivity. It's one of the key. Otherwise, we generally, if we don't mind the welfare of an employee, if they struggle, the productivity also struggles. The performance of an employee directly proportional to the productivity of any organization. So this is an important point. You have to make a note of it. The employees' welfare or the health is directly proportional to the productivity of any organization. So the next concept is called paternalistic concept. As per the name suggests, it is the parenting nature. So paternalism doesn't mean mainly providing benefits, but it means satisfying various needs of the employee how the parents meet the requirements of the children. The parent generally looks after the children and they provide what they want generally. So similarly, the HR has to play the role as a parent here. Once they start playing the role, they take care of the welfares automatically. Then the productivity also increases as we are looking after the welfare of the employee. So they are directly proportional and they are interrelated and interconnected. So the next concept is the humanitarian concept. Humanitarian, as the name suggests, we have to take care of the physical, we have to take care of the psychological, we have to take care of the social, of the materials or the needs of the workers. When they meet, automatically the productivity increases. So this concept is saying that to improve productivity, you need to concentrate or you need to meet physical, social, and psychological needs of the worker. When they meet, automatically the productivity goes up. The productivity improves, the productivity grows up. That's what the humanitarian concept is saying. After these things, as I shown you at the beginning, the commodity, the factor of production, the goodwill concept, paternalistic, and humanitarian concept. The thing is going on further. Every day it's improving. So when a revolutionary thing happens, then we call it as a concept. Or when a huge change happened, we call it as a concept. Here, there is another concepts which have emerged right now, are human resource concept and emerging concept. So human resource concept is saying that employees are the most valuable assets of any organization. Not for one organization, not for any one organization. For any organization, employees are the most valuable assets. Not the child. Excuse me. I am just muting you, Mr. Raghu. Not the chairs, not the tables, not the systems, not the connectivity, not the infrastructure, not the buildings. They are not the exact and valuable resources and assets, but the people are the real assets. If you have the exact infrastructure and well established infrastructure and sophisticated machines or sophisticated technology, if you adopt it, but there is no people, then how could you organize them? How could you manage them? How could you get the productivity unless you completely depends on the machines? So if it completely depends on the machines, it's a different aspect. And if you don't depends on the machine, and if you depend on the both, either machines and the people as well, then how could you achieve the productivity without the employees? So because of that reasons, asset means the most important or the most valuable asset means the people, the resources of human. So there should be a conscious effort to realize organizational goals by satisfying needs and aspirations of employees. We have to take care of the need and we have to take care of the aspirations of the employees. If they wanted to do something, we have to give them the liberty. We have to give them that much of freedom to do those things. Another concept which is emerging right now is employees should be accepted as partners. This is a very important aspect, but it's going on, not yet completely progressed. It's going on right now. So partners in the progress of a company. Then they automatically involves that they should have a feeling that organization is their own. Organization, they shouldn't feel that organization belongs to some person and we are working under some person and we are only working for that person. They shouldn't think that. So managers must offer better quality of working life and opportunities to people to utilize their full potential. When they use their potential fully, they grow automatically. We are not required to motivate them. We are not required to conduct definite meetings for them. We are not required to scold them. We just have to smoothly handle when we progress and when we concentrate on these people. But if for any startup organization, it would be a challenge. It would be a difficult challenge for them because there won't be any funds to do that. But if they have the funds, they have to do this concept. So in our organization, I have created a concept. That concept is called happy circle. In that happy circle, generally, what I treat as the employees as the partners. So generally, I told them, take commissions for these things, not the salary hikes. Take commissions for these things. I automatically, and I generally encourage them. I motivate them to take those things. So that is a different aspect. Now, what do you say about all these things before going into the further
Sorry
personal
to
management?
interrupt you, sir. Sir, can I leave today class because I'm not getting your proper voice again and again.
Okay, then not a problem. If you have a technical glitch, you can. But you have the recording tomorrow. You can listen to the recording. But before attending the class, make sure that to attend the recording version. Don't miss the concept.
Okay, thank you very much.
Because why
Yes,
I am
sure.
asking you is why I am telling you all these things in a very slow manner and a depth means these are the things generally many people don't discuss. They
So
won't.
one more thing, one more thing. Can we get daily by daily classes PDF in group for
Yes, we
reading
will
again
get.
and
You
again?
will. You
Is it
will be
possible
from Monday
from your
onwards.
side?
From Monday onwards, you are going to get the concept which I am going to tell you before the class only. Might be before afternoon only.
Okay.
By 2 p.m. you are going to get it.
Okay. Okay.
Not an issue.
Okay. Okay. No. I'm telling after the classes, can we get a PDF like 2-3 pages or 4 pages? Is it possible?
Yes, you are getting the complete concept before the hand on.
Okay. Before
What I am
joining the
saying,
class.
what I am saying in the class is preloaded before the class to you.
Okay.
Hmm.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Yes. Now tell me which concept is touched you.
The paternalistic concept.
Paternalistic. Okay. Others?
Sir, that welfare one.
Welfare one. Okay. There are many things we can go very fast at very fast rate, and we can discuss many things. But these are the things which the pain. When we understand the pain of the employee, we can handle them easy. As we at present we are not HOs, right? At present we are either student or employee. So then, if you understand your pain in this manner, then you could able to understand the pain of the employees when you become an HR. That's why I am telling you these concepts at very slow rate.
Okay,
Yes.
sir.
Yes. What touched you? Which concept?
Sir, the parental concept.
Okay. Mahesh, AJ, Shubham, Manaka, Juhi. Just say a little bit, only the one sentence. Okay, then the next thing is personal management and HR. So, what's the major difference here? We are going to discuss now. NIPM. NIPM means the National Institute of Personnel Management of India has defined HR and personal management as that part of management which is concerned with people at work and with their relationship within an enterprise. So this is where we needed to mark with people at work and with their relationship with an enterprise. And its aim is to bring together and develop into an effective organization of the men and women who make up enterprise and having regard for the well-being of the individuals and of working groups to enable them to make their best contribution to its success. That's what we needed to understand and we needed to implement. So its aim is to bring together. So the word together is more important here. And develop into an effective organization, not just an organization, but an effective organization which comprises of men and women. Because of them only, they make up the enterprise. Who make up the enterprise? The man and woman, the people, the
The
humans.
people, sir. The man, women working in an employee or
Yes,
organization.
yes, either man or woman or whatever they are,
Yes.
whoever they are. So we needed to regard for the well-being of the individual and working group. Then the contribution leads to success. So then, what are the roles of personal management? These are the roles generally we consider. So a HR or personal management person who is handling the resources should play an important role. An important role depends on the situation. So that means it depends on the work or depends on the project which they are handling. They have to play any one of the role or multiple or combination of these roles. Because the
Okay,
words which are mentioned here are like self-explanatory. So we need not to take a book or we need not to go to the dictionary to consult what is the role. So they are self-explanatory. By looking at them, we could able to say what the role is. So let us go one by one with you only, not me, with you. So advisory role means what? You can say.
So advisory role is to give advice
To
to
give
the
advice.
employee to, yes, sir, to do this work like this process.
Mhm. Advisory role means simply
To give the advice to the
to give the
employee.
advice, to counsel them.
Yes, sir.
Anyone? Any other definition?
It's a co-science role.
Huh.
Sir, it's on depending on what we are doing right and wrong.
Hmm.
Is it right?
Actually, the conscience before after completing the advisory role, we'll go to conscience.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
sir.
Hmm.
For a counselor role, we have to do counseling.
Let us complete the advisory role first.
Oh,
So
okay.
something told about the advisory role. Any other person who is going to say about the
So
advisory role?
advisor role can be in the aspect of employee also if someone is not able to catch what company is expecting from him or her. So we can advise him or her to work in a different way, in a different manner as such. So matlab, to explain him simply and to get him up.
Okay.
Sir, can I give my answer in Hindi?
Yes, please.
सर एडवाइस मतलब कि सलाह देना लोगों को कि ये काम कैसे करना है आपको। हाँ, तो उसी तरीके से सर।
Okay, but okay then. So let us go to the conscience role. What is meant by conscience role?
Conscience.
So simply to explain that conscience role is the humanitarian approach. That means we have to think about the morality. We have to think about the humanity for anyone. When we work for the welfare of other people, we think in a different manner. We generally start doing in a different manner. We generally speak them in a different manner. So that's what the conscience role is, the humanitarian approach. Yes, go to counselor role.
सर इसमें ये काउंसलिंग करना एम्प्लॉय की, ये कौन सा एम्प्लॉय किस रोल के लिए फिट बैठता है, किस वर्क के लिए फिट बैठता है सर?
Yes. So we need counselors because there are many times either employer or any person feels sad or interrupted or disrupted or any other issue. If any other issue arises, they generally low down or go down in the psychological manners. When they are distressed or when they are under the stress, we need to give them a counseling. We need to counsel them. Counseling is not for the mental patients, it's for the anyone who are at low level of energy. So we need to counsel them, or in another manner we have to counsel them to guide them. So when we guide them in a proper way, that's called for the counseling as well. Counseling is not meant only for when they are sad or when they are low. It's not like that. When they want to develop themselves, we need to counsel them. When they are doing two things, or when they are at a place to judge, either to go this direction or to go in this direction, then also we need to play as a counselor role. Yes. The next one, mediator role.
मीडिएटर रोल सर, बिस्कॉलिया सर, बीच वाला इंसान।
Try to as much as possible. Try to say in English. The
So
words
mediator means to mediate between one person to another person to like explaining the concept, all those things. It is like a mediator. Like it can be with employer to employee, it can be with the clients, it can be with the different aspects of the organization.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
It can be with client or yes, please.
Sir, is it like assistant guidance?
The mediator means the person who acts in between the two people or two persons or two organizations or two departments.
Okay, sir.
Next, representative role.
representing, sir, in different, like in functions, in like webinars, how to represent our brand, like our projects, what we are doing. That is called a representation of the company, organization, anything.
Yes, employee always is in a representative of organization. According to me, each and every employee is a representative for the society. He represents the company. So
Okay.
when an employee goes to attend a public meeting or public or private, even private party, for his or her own relations party, if they attend, also they represent their company. They value he is working in this company, so he is like this. So generally we speak about all those things. So because of that reason, I am saying each and every employee represents their company. So similarly, here representative role means sometimes the HR has to represent the employees. Sometimes the HR has to represent and should act as a representative of the employer. Employer generally don't directly come to the employee and say, so this HR has to, or HR or personal manager has to be the representative of an employer, and they have to convey the exact message to the employees. Generally, when the conflict is arising, then at that point of time, they have to make this representation exactly. Their talent and their ability proves. So they have to either this side or that side or some other side. They have to represent. So the next is clerical role.
So clerical means paperwork.
Either paperwork or some other. Yes. Then next thing is firefighting or legal role.
Legal role, sir.
So understanding the laws of the company where it is situated locally, and also the rules which we are having a certain organization having rules and regulation to implementation.
Yes, absolutely. All employees are not right, and all employees are not won't be correct. So they may create some disturbances in the organization. So we have to have the rules and regulation. Then we need to act as a legal role.
Okay, sir.
Yes, the most important role here is the welfare role.
Yes, sir. Sir, we have to, the employee have to increase the goodwill of the company.
Yes.
Sir, that is why welfare role is important.
Yes. Welfare roles means what? Welfare role means what?
Providing benefits to employees from the organizations.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
We needed to take care of each and everything, as I mentioned earlier. We need to take
Yes,
care
sir.
of the restrooms. We need to take care of the water facility, lunch room,
Play
facility,
schools for.
play school for children, each and
Yes, sir.
everything which benefits the employee, which take care of the employee, which improves their
Canteens.
health. Yes, which improves their health, either psychological or physical or what we call spiritual.
Social.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So the next thing is role of problem solver.
Yes, problem solver means
Employees.
Sir, if any employee have any problem, then the HR have to solve their problem.
Yes, we needed to solve the problem of the employee. We need to
Yes.
solve the problem of the client. We need to solve the problem of the employer as well. We need to solve the problem of the same managerial position. That means the colleague of other HRs. Yes, we should, when there is an issue, we have to solve it. When there is a problem, we have to solve it. So the role of change agent. Here, the change agent means sometimes the HR has to represent the employees. Sometimes he has to represent the organization, that means the employer. We need
Okay.
to change agent. We have to act as a change agent. Somewhat, some extent, I told you. The other thing we'll discuss later. So another important thing here is decision making role. It's not only for the decision what he has to do, and for others' decision also.
Okay, sir. The HR has to decide which work have to done by whom and each and everything in an organization, sir.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. So, in any organization, the thing which plays an important role is the decision making.
Okay, sir.
If the decision is wrong, the complete
Yes, sir.
entire
The organization will
organization may
suffer.
collapse. It may
Okay, sir.
collapse with the one decision. Or with one decision, the employee or the employer or the organization can grow a rapid.
Yes, sir.
Exponential growth can be seen with one decision. There are many organizations which are closed down just because of their decision making problem. If they don't take the exact decision at exact time, they may lose many opportunities. So decision making is not only for the organizations, not only for the employer, not only for the employee, not only for the HR, but also for each and every person. It's important. The
Okay.
decision making is the one which decides what we do, what we get. So the another thing is executive role. When we have all the roles, and if we don't execute our plans, what's the use? If we don't execute the exact work, what's the use? So then
Yes, sir.
executive role is the main and interlinked and the most important aspect here. So executive role is the role which has the ability to conduct all the above roles. You know how to give advice, but you are not giving the execute, but you are not giving the advice. That means you are not executing the advice. What is the use of it? You know
Yes,
how to
sir.
concise the persons and you know how to humanitarianly approach the customers, but if you are not executing it, what is the use of it? You know how to counsel, but you are not executing it. What's the use of it? You know how to mediate between the people, either for the fighting or for the engagement or for the development or for the contribution of the work or for the integration of the teams or for the integration of any two departments. If you don't do all those things, if you are not executing them, what's the use of it? So similarly, those are all happened and those are all interlinked. The execution of the welfare roles is more important. So if you don't execute the welfare roles and if you only written on the paper, then what is the use of it? They are on the paper, and if you are not implementing, then what is the purpose of writing on the paper? Is it just to showcase? So execution is the main key for any organization. So if you take a decision, but if you are not executing it, what is the purpose of taking the decision? So we need to, we sometimes in our life as well, we need to take the decisions. After taking the decision, we shouldn't think about it again, and we have to go and we have to develop and we have to implement it. We have to execute it exactly. Then we will win.
Okay, sir.
Yes. So here, the way they play the role influences the behavior of the employee, work culture, and output also. So positive people create positive influences, and negative people create negative influences. So positive people create when they create the positive influences, they lead to good output. So managing people is not only a HR role and a HR key area only, but also the part of the job of line managers. Who are line managers? These managers are managers having various accounts or activities like accounts, audit, production, marketing, sales department. These are all the managers. They have to take care of those things. They have people working under them, have to manage them too. That means they have to manage. There are times when line managers have problems handling employees and are unable to resolve the issue. Then the HR has to involve, even they don't ask. The HR role is advisor role, mediator role, representative role. By remembering all those roles, HR person has to involve. They have to step in as a consultant. He can provide the advice to the line managers to tackle the situation. This is in addition to the executive role he performs. Then he is an exact HR. So the difference between personal management and HRM is this. I will repeat it again on the next session as well. But for now, I'm just outlining it. So this is a personal management and this is a HRM management. So here orientation means the maintenance is the personal management role. So and generally personal management looks the orientation as the maintenance, but the human resource looks at it as development. So structure is independent with subfunctions, and human resource management structure is completely interlinked. So it's interdependent. The philosophy of personal management is reactive. The philosophy of HRM is proactive. So responsibilities of personal management is exclusive for the department, but human resource, it's complete. All the responsibility they have to take care. So motivators, monetary rewards. What they monitor, which motivates the employee, they feel monetary only. But human resource feels that motivators are the higher order needs, not just the monetary rewards. Monetary is one of the aspects. So outcomes, improved performance is the result of improved satisfaction and morale. But here, what they feel HRM is better use of human resources leads to improved satisfaction and morale. So this is the major difference. I will repeat it again in the next session with complete explanation. Just for now. So if you have any doubts so far what we have discussed in those concepts, please raise. Evolution part. Or personal management part. Are the roles of personal management part.
Okay, sir.
If you have any doubts, please
No,
let
sir,
me know.
no doubt.
No, sir.
No doubt. So for in this today's session, what do you feel and how do you feel? But we almost discussed for 3 days, right? So in 3 days, what is the thing which you like the most, and how do you feel that the session is going on? So, and one more thing is I can teach you in a different manners. I can teach you in different kind of situations, and that means I can use different modules or models.
No, sir, your teaching is good, sir.
Yes, sir. The session is all 3 days. I know that HR, how things goes in HR, how much like we have to put in thoughts, what are we handling, what we need to do. So I have learned a lot in these 3 days, sir, and many more days to come, sir.
Of course.
Yes,
So
sir.
day by day, the concept is getting very interesting.
Okay. Okay, then just in the group, message your opinions just for the reference of mine. so that I could able to handle the sessions in a smooth manner.
Okay, sir.
And
Oh,
there are many things which we are going to discuss in a different manners. There are many interactive programs, and there are many lecture kind of things. There are many even the legal advices, the problem solving thinkings, and executive roles. And we needed to handle a lot of acts as well. Those acts also, I am not going to say in a board lecture. I am going to give you in a different kind of module. So in that module, you are going to involve and learn. So that's what also we have the different modules we are going to go on. So for 3 days, we have discussed many aspects, but these are all main important aspects which you have to keep in mind, not just for the knowledge, but you have to understand them deeply and you have to implement them in the exact manner. When you have understand and when you have in your mind, then automatically when you are executing, they come to your mind and you automatically implements. That means I wanted to store all these things in your subconscious mind so that you could able to recall them and recollect them and implement them. So that's what I am trying to. Okay, then it's a good session and you have responded well. I'm just stopping the recording.